What are you doing in my car? Hi, I'm Rick Dancer. Welcome to Rick Dancer TV for the month of February. Well, you're going to love this show. Valentine's, get it? We are going to take you out into the woods with a dog that can smell truffles. The dogs are changing the truffle industry in Oregon, and we're going to introduce you to one of the guys with his dog and tell you more about the Oregon Truffle Festival. Also tonight, Women for Oregon Agriculture, working to set the record straight on what the farmer does and teaching our children at the same time. And I'm going to introduce you to a new friend of mine named Matt Cook. Matt is going to take you on a little adventure to Mount Fuji in Oregon. That coming up on Rick Dancer TV. Now, get out of my car. I have to go do some work. I'm not dead. That sounds like something interesting.
First truffle of the day. That's one truffle broken into pieces. Didn't get there quite soon enough. I trained him when he was 10 weeks old in my backyard using Q-tips with truffle oil. I took him out in the woods for the very first time. After 4 sessions of training in my yard, he found the truffles right away with no command, nothing. Good job. That was a lot of work, Dante. Good job. Dogs have been used in Europe for centuries, and they're only new here. When we launched the Oregon Truffle Festival in 2006, there were no working truffle dogs in the western United States. People were harvesting truffles like potatoes. Oh, good job, Dante. You're not coming back for your treat. He just loves doing this. He doesn't really need the treat at all. Truffles should really be thought of as a kind of fruit in the sense that they need to be ripe to be worth eating. It's a powerful smell. He can smell a truffle from 100 feet away and run straight to it. So if you rake them up like potatoes, most of them are unripe and really aren't good to eat. So introducing dogs was a way to add value to our crop.
So where do truffles grow?
Oregon truffle habitat. It's young Douglas fir between about 15 and 30 years old, planted on farmland. Good job. Good job. I think at this point there are maybe 1,000 truffle dogs trained and working in the Northwest. Most of them are just doing it for fun, but a few of them are really working, making their living.
So what is it about the smell that the dog likes?
Truffles produce aroma to entice animals to come find them and eat them. Oh, there's a bigger one. All right, you got 2 of them, so that their spores can disperse through the forest. So by hunting truffles and eating them, we're actually serving their purposes.
So why is the truffle so good for Oregon and the economy?
I think the real value of truffles for Oregon, we think that the value of the industry for the state could be comparable to that of the wine industry. But I think the real value is in its ability to promote our region and to promote other products. Truffles actually feed off of the roots of the trees, and it's actually good for the tree. The truffle provides nutrients to the tree provides food for the truffle, and it's a partnership that works. There it is. Oh my word. That's a great big one. All right. Good job, Dante. $800 a pound. Some local chefs are paying as much as $700 a pound for them. Look at that. He just found that tiny thing. Good job, Dante. Good job. They'll last as much as a week in the refrigerator in a plastic container lined with a paper towel. So he's hard at it, nose to the ground. He always finds truffles, and I don't need to tell him to do it. He just found that tiny thing.
Okay, this is not the way you want to start your morning. I have a shoot I have to go to in 15 minutes. I pull up to the Fred Meyer gas station and my car won't start. So what do? I bring it to Patrick Olson Automotive after leaving it running for while I was doing my show. And they tested it and like within 2 seconds figured out it's my
Toast, dead battery.
Dead battery. So we replace the battery and then he says,
Now your radio's locked. Well, it was locked before I got here, but because you didn't know no voltage.
so my radio is locked, it's off. I have no way of getting my radio back on unless I take it over to the dealership where they'll charge me to reinstate my code to do this. So Patrick goes, watch.
I got a couple little places where the Honda and Acura likes to hide them, and I was like, well, you know, just for giggles, let me pop this fuse panel here, right
So
here.
he popped the fuse panel. And check this out.
Little hidden gem right there.
Right inside is my code. So that's why you want to go to somebody like Patrick Olson, because they know the tricks. And everybody's not going to share those with you, so thank you.
You're welcome.
So, but I still have to pay my bill.
$5,000.
So you're not sure what to do for Valentine's Day to make a special celebration? Well, guess what? Get Real with Rick Dancer is here to help you. And we got a plan for you, and it's free if you win. Win a free night at Eugene's newest hotel, dinner at one of the greatest restaurants in town, and a dozen red roses. Rhythm and Bloom Flower Shop will handle the roses. You win a dozen. These folks know how to make flowers into more than just an arrangement. Dinner is on Spice and Steam, one of the best new restaurants in town. Great, authentic Chinese food. And after dinner, hang out at the restaurant because everything turns into a nightclub. You aren't going home. You and that special someone will stay overnight at the Even Hotel near Autzen Stadium. Yep, you get a room for the night. And all you have to do is like this video and comment on what love means to you. Our sponsors will choose the best love meaning and will announce the winner on February 12th. The week of the 6th, 7th, and 8th of February, we'll produce Get Real live shows from each location so you get a better idea of who the sponsors are and what you're going to win. Oh, and could you share this with your friends or on your page? And good luck.
My dog and I ride the area here with the golf cart.
Bill and Butch.
For some reason, enjoys the traffic.
Kind of a fixture to folks driving along High Banks Road in the Thurston area of Springfield, Oregon.
He's company. Keeps me out of trouble out here in the garden space.
He rents this house on a 400-plus acre ranch along the McKenzie River.
I've lived here 25 years. I've had that dog. He's going on 11.
He used to run cattle out there in that field.
I am legally blind, so he's a lot of company.
Change is not welcome.
We're facing the possibility of being evicted off the property.
The property owner says the house isn't safe.
After you've been here on a place like this for 25 years and you're 80 years old, where do you go and what do you do?
Bill and Butch don't want to leave.
I don't want to be in an apartment. I've always been on a ranch. I've run cattle and stuff all my life. We've got a few cattle we look after here. I've had open heart surgery with 3 bypasses.
He has a purpose, old Bill, and his dog Butch.
It's just hard to make that adjustment. I'm not ready to sit down and be a fixture. I'm not ready for that.
Even if that purpose is as simple as watching the traffic go by.
I've reached this stage and I want to be just like it is.
So, you want to know the best way to start your day? This is the people who irritate you in your life. And you get like this over your head and pound them. Don't mess with me.
That's about halfway through cooking. When they first start breaking through and start cooking, the oil just rolls out of it.
We have teachers that come, they're K through 12 teachers from all over the state, and they come to Corvallis on Sunday evening, and they stay with us from Sunday to Friday. And essentially what we do is we give them a tour of Oregon agriculture here in the Valley.
Oregon Women for Agriculture supports the Summer Ag Institute financially and with volunteers.
The whole point of it is that Oregon State partners with Summer Ag Institute, or SAI, because we want to share the story of agriculture.
When you have kids who don't know where chocolate milk comes from, they think it comes from a brown cow. That's ridiculous.
The average American is at least 3 generations removed from agriculture, or 3 generations removed from a farm. So you think about it, if that's 3 generations of people that don't know where food or fiber comes from.
Oregon Women for Agriculture believes if you educate Oregon teachers, future generations will better understand the importance of agriculture and the value of the farmer.
I think it's important for kids to get a better understanding and to think about what they're eating and where it came from.
These teachers come to basically learn about agriculture so they can, implement it in their classroom and teach students about agriculture.
If those teachers can take that back to the classroom and share it with this next generation in a positive way instead of the way that it's been spun for the last 20 or 30 years.
A lot of the people here come every weekend, have been coming for years. The corn you don't really need to worry about, but there is more tempeh in there. Have you been getting that? Okay, cool.
100,000 meals served in 4 short years.
A bunch of local businesses provide support to us. We're going to take it off so that we can put mushrooms right here.
People show up to help.
Community members provide funding and resources to us.
45,000 meals last year alone, and the number's growing.
But once the sauce comes off, I think we can just put another big pan and put them all in there. And it's really amazing to have consistent help and support from community members. We couldn't do this without them.
Regulars, college students doing community service, and families.
Onions are going in right now. Our meal cost is like something like 20 or 30 cents per meal, and that's because we get more than half of the stuff we use donated. Sauteed onions, garlic, mushrooms, carrots, green beans.
Right now, right?
Yeah, you can put that in now. Tempeh, which is donated by Serrata here locally. A lot of people aren't getting like total nutrition.
The Burrito Brigade started in Eugene and Springfield. Now there's a chapter in Portland, and soon in Corvallis.
Yeah, if you want to help with stirring the onions, that'd be great. An OSU nutrition professor look at our recipe and kind of give us feedback on how to make it a pretty complete meal.
Local churches donate their kitchens to the Burrito Brigade.
This way, yeah, let's put it in a big pan. So I've been involved for a little over 3 years now.
The Burrito Brigade is more than food. It's also tarps and socks and tissues and other things people need.
And I went out and I helped them and I started handing out meals.
Thank you. Got some water? Would you like some sauce?
And people are just so thankful and so grateful for something that a lot of people take for granted and seems really simple. So the amount of response that I got from people that we were helping, it just can't be me.
30 regular volunteers, handing out 300 to 500 meals every single Saturday and Sunday.
It's a really simple process. It's really cheap. It's really easy to make a lot of meals.
Volunteers with the Burrito Brigade are committed and dedicated. They want to make sure, no matter what happens, that people are fed healthy food every single weekend.
Because no matter what the weather, no matter what the day, people still want and need food. So we go out there every time.
Show me life goes on when I've lost my bread and butter.
So I know a lot of you have said for 2018 you really want to get into better shape. It's so simple to do things. It's not simple, but it just takes commitment to doing it. So just pick up a weight or pick up something in your house. Squats are so amazing. And that's all you have to do. You're doing this and you're going way down, so you're in a sitting position, keeping your back straight, coming down, and then add something to it. Like this. You're just trying to get your heart rate up, get your muscles working, then you can move your arms into it. You can get the sides of your legs with this. You can take it up and over for a shoulder workout. But it really is starting simple, starting with little stuff and working your way up. Don't go out and go all balls out trying to be a superstar, because you're gonna burn out, and that's the worst thing you can do. Now, go kick some butt.
So I'm walking about with a backpack and a sack full of jack, trying to catch a train headed out west. Whoa, and you know I'm so high, so high. I'm looking for a man who promises sweet deals and cheap thrills. So I jump up on my train and I sit down when I own. 'Cause you know I can get used to my new home, babe.
Hi, I'm Rick Dancer. We're here with Michelle Emmons with the Willamette River Keeper, and it's Trashy Tuesday today. What is Trashy Tuesday?
Trashy Tuesday. Every second Tuesday of the month in Eugene, Springfield area, we do a trash cleanup from the riverbanks. We often have boats, so it gives you a chance to connect with the river out on the water and see some beautiful things you might not notice if you're out on the bike paths. So again, that's Trashy Tuesdays every second Tuesday of the month in Eugene, Springfield area.
And Willamette River Keepers has a Facebook page, or you can go to their website, which is
www.willametteriverkeeper.org.
All right, you guys get out here, get involved. It's a great time, and you're helping the environment, you're helping people, and you're doing a lot for your community. All right.
What I will tell you, about our food is that we prepare everything from scratch. So we make sure we hire people that have the passion for making food. That's one of the ingredients. The other one, we make sure that our recipes, they use the ingredients that we tell them to use. And before we put it into the market, we make sure we test, try it. What I love about this business is the people. I'm a people person, so I love to interact with people.
Every month, Ranchito Grill teams up with Rick Dancer TV to give away 2 free dinners to some lucky winner. All you got to do is go into Ranchito Grill, have dinner, fill out your name, your phone number. We'll draw once a month and call you and let you know right here on the show if you are the winner.
What sets me apart from other agents in the area is that I'm reliable, responsive, and relaxed to work with. Hi, I'm Katie Hallert from Equinox Real Estate and the Hallert Real Estate team. I'm here in Eugene, Oregon. I'm passionate about what I do because when it comes down to it, I'm a really good problem solver. What makes my team unique is that we have buyer's agents who also are listing agents.
Hi, I'm Angie Smith. I would recommend Katie any day of the week, and she was my go-to choice for real estate because she knows what she's doing. She values you as a person, and because of that, you'll get the right thing.
You can contact me at katie@equinoxrealestate.com or directly by texting me at 541-285-0040, or you can also call as well.
Credibility is huge. I mean, you put the facts together and you tell the story, the complete picture, then that builds your credibility. trust is key, because if they don't trust what it is that you're doing every single week, then they're not going to subscribe to the paper. They're not going to buy the paper. They're going to look for other sources to find the news that they want.
What we offer is a source of news that can be trusted. It's in an era where everybody's trying to be the first to get the news out. We actually do some research and talk to the sources and get the story and all the details behind the story.
Welcome to another Matt Cook Oregon video. Today we're at Fuji Shelter. This shelter is on Fuji Mountain, which is right by Waldo and Odell Lake. The walk there is about 3 miles up a forest road to the shelter. On the way you'll pass by Fuji Creek. From the trail and the shelter, there are a bunch of really good views of Diamond Peak. And here's a look at Fuji Mountain. This is a public shelter that must be shared. However, it only comfortably fits 4 people. If you're going up on a Saturday, I would bring a tent just in case. Tarps can be added to wall off and enclose heat. The shelter is a great place to eat, sleep, hang out, and stay warm. From the shelter you get a great view of Diamond Peak, which deserves its own video. There's a large trail system from the shelter that can take you to Gold Lake, Fuji Mountain, or even Waldo Lake. Here's a look at Fuji Creek on the Waldo Lake Trail. for checking out Fuji Mountain Shelter with me. Let me know in the comments what parts of Oregon you want to see next.